Hey guys, my name is Makayla. I'm with the Colorado Mountain Club. Bella joining us. So I'm a high altitude mountaineering school instructor. HAMS, check it out. Advanced Crevasse Rescue, ACRS, also check that out. Trip leader, volunteer leadership for the Trailblazers team, general overall enthusiast for Colorado Mountain Club and the outdoors. So here today to walk you through what I carry in my pack. So specifically my pack for high altitude mountaineering climbs, glaciated climbs, snow climbs, winter mountaineering, whether that's Pacific Northwest, Rainier, Mount Adams, or maybe an expedition in another country. My sleep system and my pack. So my pack, I really love my Black Diamond Mission 55. And this is really, my sleeping bag. I carry 2 pads, a Thermarest Z Lite, and then also a inflatable Thermarest pad as well. So, just nice to have the dual system. Again, you never know if that inflatable pad is not going to blow up. And then I carry my tent, and what I have here for the tent is Black Diamond, the Beta Light version. Super light, you can use Tyvek for the floor, footing, down booties, a nice comfort and luxury at camp. So the OR down booties here, just a nice thing to carry. This is Darwood, this is my buddy, he's my pack buddy, he lives in my pack. He's awesome, he's super light. And my little monster, my pack monster. So it serves as a pillow, but carry an inflatable Sea to Summit, super lightweight pillow that then also kind of another luxury item along with the down booties. Trust me, getting a good night of sleep is important at camp. So here's just a simple trash bag. Sleeping bag, typically kind of the bulkiest, heaviest item, so I shove that way in the bottom of my pack in that bag, and again, just bring the trash bag to ensure that none of my gear gets wet. Especially in the Pacific Northwest, you have a lot of condensation. Thermarest pad, which will fit nice down in there, and I can kind of tent. It's good. Pillow I typically kind of carry under my hood. Again, Darwood, he just shoves right in there. All the gaps. The last piece of my sleeping system, I'm actually going to leave out. It's something that I'm going to pack on the outside. So that's my sleep system. My emergency setup, so first aid setup, then gear maintenance, that kind of thing. Gear maintenance, what if my snowboard breaks or my skis break if I'm out on that kind of a touring event? What if my snowshoes break? What about stove maintenance? Those kind of things. Gear and pack, buckles, etc. And so I carry an emergency kit, also emergency batteries, things of that nature. First aid kit. I'll go ahead. Another emergency item I'm going to bring is my inReach. So I be on every hike, not just my glaciated climbs. My headlamp, my compass, some sunscreen, and some other essential items that I want readily available. Put my bathroom bag, right? So pack it in, pack it out. We'll leave no trace. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this at the top of the pack. I might even, hook it up to the exterior of the pack to make it really, accessible. Alright guys, so next section, basically my cook setup, plates. So these are really awesome fossils, and they basically fold out into plates and bowls and anything you might need to maybe eat your food. Nice plastic insulated mug, and I bring this for tea, coffee, warm drinks. Also you can use it for oatmeal in the morning, your meal prep, etc. A little bit more food than this on Rainier or on my climb, whatever that objective might be, but I just currently have creme brulee. I haven't upped to my stash of dehydrated meals, so I have this in here. I'm just going to go ahead and pack it in so that I can melt snow in and I can hydrate myself. Also used for cooking or food prep if I need to, but certainly melting water on a glacier to be able to hydrate. Inside of here I have my stove, carry my whisper light with me, and so with that I carry liquid gas, so white gas, inside of my fuel bottle here. A piece here that's for the platform of the stove, so to protect a shield, around the flame source, so that way the wind and things like that aren't going to interfere. My water setup, so 2 full liters, so inside of this koozie here for our HAMS school for the Colorado Mountain Club. I have an upside down water bottle, so on the outside of my pack always lives my little baby Nalgene with my 40 below little baby Nalgene koozie, and this thing's awesome. That way I can just take my water out of my pack and refill this, hydrate as I go. Now on the approach for camp, I am going to go ahead and have both of these on the outside to conserve room for my tent and things like that. I will carry another, my extra bottle that I'm going to have to refill should I need to inside my pack here. What I like to bring is a seating pad, so another foam pad in addition to the sleeping pad that I can use at camp, or really just to kind of give me an insulation layer between the snow and to make sure that I have some comfortability while I'm sitting around at camp, maybe melting water and things like that. Alright guys, so the next piece of my system here is my layering system. So, I have my boots, so I have my double mountaineering boots, I've got my Sportiva G2s. It's really nice because they have a liner in them, so if you don't want the down booties, you can totally repurpose the liners out of your boots. For a nice little comfort at camp. I would also bring my sock system. So I bring in GG toe socks. I know a lot of people don't like toe socks, but for me, this liner sock has been awesome as far as preventing blisters. And then I carry like a mid-weight to light wool sock as far as my hiking sock. So I just have a smart wool here. Would be my long johns. So I typically carry like a lightweight, maybe a medium or a heavy depending on my objective and the weather considerations, but otherwise I'm going to carry a lightweight long john and or my leggings that I have on right now. Really going to be in a soft shell pant system with these long johns or base layer on underneath. So then I would also carry a Gore-Tex layer, so a hard shell pant depending on where you're going, a lighter, maybe rain pant or something. As far as my other layering systems, then I have my really heavy duty down puffy, and this is going to mostly live in my pack. A base layer, either a short sleeve shirt or a long sleeve backup stash of layers. And in this I have some extra gloves, some mittens, definitely extra socks like I mentioned. I have my sun shirt, that's inevitable that I'm going to use that on a glacier. I bring a really lightweight, kind of swappable pair of liner gloves. Also a more dexterous pair, so from ice climbing. Glacier goggles, I have the Jublos. I also have a pair from France that I picked up, and then I have my backup goggles that I bring as well. I always bring a headband. I've got a mop of hair, as you can see. And so that's going to be a must-have in my kit. Bring a buff, so the neck gaiter, which I've got this really nice Colorado Mountain Club buff here that I like to bring. And these are super versatile and really great because, as I mentioned, you can use them for your hair as ladies as well, or general other items. A warm hat. I have that, a buff and a headband really are nice because they double as ear protection as well, but when it's really, really cold, or especially at camp at night, I want to have a nice warm hat. So I also bring a full-blown balaclava, and if the weather worsens, then I really do want to have a balaclava that's going to be a lot more advantageous. I also bring a sun hat. You do have that sun reflection, and you're constantly sort of in this environment that's exponentially, greater risk for sunburning. Other aspects of my layering system, I'm mostly going to be wearing the rest of this, especially on the approach, mid-layer here. So this is like a synthetic, kind of lightweight puffy that I might be able to wear. It's an awesome wrap jacket. There's here that I'll also be likely wearing. Layers that I want accessible in case of, a layer swap event, which is inevitably going to happen on your approach. So I can go ahead and put these on the inside. Basically my technical gear. A lot of the stuff that's going to live on the outside of my pack. Put at the top is my glacier rack. So my vest with my crevasse rescue system with my anchor material, ice screws, etc. depending on my objective and my route. I can really just live kind of at the top, keep all the sharps and things like that separate. I've got the Sterling 60 meter, 9 millimeter diameter rope, and this is awesome. This is my dedicated glacier rope. I'm just gonna cinch that down. Packed up, as you saw in the last little section. So our rope is cinched in here underneath our brain, and now we're just gonna adhere the last of our technical gear on the outside of the pack. A couple tools here. I have a standard ice axe with just a little bit of aggression as far as not being a straight shaft. But then I also have a second tool. Depending on your objective, you might not have two tools necessarily on your pack. Your Velcro crampons here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them inside my nice pocket here. Actually just gonna live on my back straps, so I can go ahead and hook them up down here. Basically sit on my shoulder straps. Rig this on the outside as well. With my picket. Depending on your rope team, you're gonna have at least one picket on your person. So now, we just need to hook up the helmet here, which I can go ahead and string through that. Have it. So now we've got our fully packed pack ready to go. And the other item I have on my pack, which I'll just show you guys, I'll spin it. I have my pack leash, so this is something that's going to be able to be attached to myself, my person, especially if I might potentially fall into a crevasse, and then I would be able to take my pack off, but yet have it attached to myself. So everything's going to basically be attached to something on a leash on a glacier, and so that is the last piece or component of my pack. Things that you might consider bringing, depending on your group and your size, that I didn't include, that I just want to discuss. Definitely a shovel, so in all likelihood, most have a shovel, at least one in the group. So not necessarily for avalanche concerns, but really for, camp comfortability. So digging out your platform for your tent, being able to build a wind shelter, so a blockade around, maybe potentially setting up a camp kitchen, if you're on an expedition, things like that. So someone's probably going to have a shovel, and that's definitely something we could have included. Something you're also going to bring. You might have more than one picket. I did include just one on my pack. That's assuming, my rope team is sufficient enough that we're going to have one picket per person. That's going to be suffice for what we need for our objective. Also do have a 70-meter backup, and this is a Sterling. Go ahead and swap out for this one. I packed this for you guys as an example, assuming that I'm the only person carrying all the gear. But the nice thing is when you go with a rope team, you can split this up amongst multi-party. So, most of the time you won't have as much stuff as I do, but this is probably sitting around 50 pounds. So let's haul this bad boy out of here, huh? Voila! Bye, guys! Oh, wait.